Hi, my name is Christian Baker. I am the founder and CEO of Profound Formulas. We make premium dietary supplement formulas for e-commerce businesses selling in the USA. And today we're going to talk about, do you need or what kind of scoop should you use when it comes to making a powdered dietary supplement formula? So, rather than telling you what to do from the beginning, I'm going to start with a real world example and a story. I used to work for Athletic Greens, now called AG1, aka arguably the most famous dietary supplement on the entire planet right now. And during my 5 years there, I got to observe a lot of changes that we made and test out to evolve the formula to get to the point where it is today, this beautiful premium version you see now. When I first started, we had more of a internet marketing style packaging with bright orange colors and this Running Man logo of ours before ultimately going through 5 or 6 iterations to get here. But we're not here to talk about branding, we're here to talk about the scoop. So in the beginning, when you bought this product, like a lot of products on the market, it came with a generic plastic scoop, which is fair enough. It was perfectly measured to give you 1 serving size, but still, this is a premium product and it was a cheap plastic scoop. Over time, we received more and more complaints. Why do I have this crappy plastic scoop? Not so much that it was cheap and plastic, but because it was not so environmentally friendly. We ran some experiments shipping some product without any scoops, and then we got more complaints because where is my scoop? How am I going to use my product? What's the point of that? And then you come to the decision, well, who do I cater to? The people who want the scoop or the people who want to save the environment? Ultimately, a more premium scoop was tried out, and that was made of a ceramic material. It was quite beautiful, but it kept breaking upon shipping. And then eventually they kept iterating and came to this final scoop that we have today, which is metal with like a really nice coating of paint. It's to the brand's colors, it's got the brand's logo, so on and so forth. But this is a premium product that sells for a high price. There's plenty of margin built in to be able to make such a nice scoop. But what should you do when you're making a powdered product? So, another real world example is Vital Protein's Collagen, the top selling collagen product in the world. Great founder story. The original founder started it because he was trying to fix his knee pain from long distance running. Worked really well for him, some anti-aging benefits as well. Lovely guy, lovely story. Sold his company for a ton of money to Nestle, and thankfully Nestle has done a pretty good job of keeping up the same high standards. However, recently they made the decision to completely get rid of all the scoops. Prior to that, it was a plastic scoop that was on brand with a nice blue color, but it was plastic. They got rid of it about 6 to 9 months ago, and they've stuck with that decision. And now every time you buy a Vital Protein's Collagen, you don't get a scoop. I think it was a bad decision because I believe they're going to get more complaints about not having a scoop than about using a plastic one. Now, if this is you, you've got a choice to make. So if you're on the lower to lower middle end of selling a product, I would recommend using just a plastic scoop. Doesn't have to be fancy, doesn't even have to be your brand color, but obviously good quality BPA-free plastic. Make it so it's exactly your serving size, not some generic spoon, and just commit to that. You're gonna get less complaints having a scoop than you are if you have no scoop. Yes, some people are gonna be offended because it's plastic, it's not the best for the environment, but it's way better than getting 10 times more complaints because you're not giving them a scoop. Or don't do what these guys do and some other brands and just tell people how to make it with tablespoons. Whose tablespoon is the same size in every kitchen when you go to someone's house? It's not like that. So please don't do that. Now, if you're more in the middle level, to, I would say upper middle to lower premium. So you're above the middle. I would recommend going to a high quality reusable scoop. So something like a stainless steel doesn't have to be necessarily in your brand's colors, but it's high quality. It's obviously not plastic, it's metal. You can always make it sexier later when you've got more money, but it will be very much appreciated. Give one for free with every first order, and don't be tight. If someone loses it and asks for another one, give them another one free with the next order. But if people start asking for 1 million scoops, obviously draw the line and ask them to pay for them if they've already gotten a free replacement. And finally, the upper middle level to say bordering on luxury level, don't overthink it. Make a really nice scoop, make it in your brand's colors, give it to them for free with the first order. Anytime they lose one and want another one, send it to them with no hesitation on the next order. Don't send it separately. You're going to waste money on postage. But as long as they say subscribed, give them a free scoop as much as they want it, even if it's every month. Who cares? Just eat that cost. You've got plenty of margin. Don't be cheap. Don't use plastic. Commit to the metal. And anyway, yeah, you got a lot of constraints if you're on that lower end anyway. So that's not fun. It's better to be in the middle to upper premium. Also, luxury comes with headaches too. So premium is best. Now, when choosing what kind of scoops to make, you have some options. So we've obviously looked at this one quite a few times. Green, on brand. It's got the company's logo on it. This one, interestingly, that I showed you a moment ago is from IM8, basically the red version of AG1 that just copied them, but got David Beckham to endorse it. Quite a tasty product, pretty good formula, and making quite good momentum. Over time, I can't imagine why they wouldn't upgrade to something red that suits their branding, but I think this was done for a pretty quick launch. But it's a good scoop, and you can hear like it's pretty solid. One other honorable shout out is a more customized, unique scoop color, which I think plays into the brand. So this is from a brand called the Longevity Store. It's from the Netherlands, called Longevity Complete. It actually just came out last week. I got this before it came out. So shout out to Tom and Bas. Congratulations on your launch. Theirs is also metal, but it's kind of slim and sexy, and it ties into their brand because it's like longevity, health. It's not some bulky protein style one. So this is pretty cool and was obviously made with a lot of love. So that's the kind of choices you face as a brand launching your own powder. But one quick bonus tip I'm going to give to consumers who are consuming powders, because any good brand should be made up of people who actually consume powder themselves. What do you do when you open a container and try to find that scoop because it's sunk all the way to the bottom? So this is a good tip for any consumer and also to any brand to tell your customers. I'm going to open this protein for the first time, by the way. This is Ancient Nutrition, founded by Dr. Josh Axe, acquired by a private equity company soon after, and then recently acquired by Kainos Capital, a health food focused private equity firm. So good job to them. Open this guy up, and smells quite good. So I can't see the scoop from the top. Most people kind of shake the container around, dig with their fingers, or do other things like that. But what I'm going to do is get a fork, and if you put a fork in there instead of a spoon, you're not going to get this big clump of powder. It's going to fall through it. So dig around for a bit, find the scoop, turn it around in there so you're not putting powder in the air, and voila. Whoa, there we go. Scoop found in record time. So use a fork, everybody. You've got one in your kitchen, it works. All right, so that's it. If you're looking to put a scoop in your product, please do it properly. Do it with conscious thought. Don't just take the first generic option your manufacturer gives to you, because customers do pay attention and it can really make or break the reputation of your brand over time. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.